Referrals are a really excellent source of business. In the first 10 years of my business as a consultant to companies, all of my business was by referral. This was before the internet, right? Way back in the 90s. And so it can be wonderful. And I think the foundation of any referral fundamentally is doing good work. So you do really good work, you have excellent customer relationship skills, you deliver on your promises, you have good, strong communication with your customers, you fulfill your professional obligation and beyond. You really care about your customer. I don't think any other technique that you would use for building referrals really is going to work unless you have that at a foundation. You have to be able to go to sleep at night and know, I more than delivered what it is that I promised I was going to deliver. I went above and beyond. I cared about my customer. And I think that's always where we want to focus first. From there is where you can be really clear with people at different points in the sales process of letting them know that you actually love to work with people like them. And all of this has to be something that becomes very comfortable for you. You can choose your own language around it. But I like to think, and I've said this to clients before, you are so fun to work with. I love the work that we do together. If you happen to know anybody that's like you, I would love to work with them. So just know that anybody that you want to refer, I would take care of them the same way that I'm taking care of you. And I tend to develop a really good, strong relationship with clients. And so at a certain point in the engagement, in this case would be a service engagement where we're talking to each other all the time, that can be an appropriate time to ask. You can also look at different steps in the life cycle of your communication with clients where maybe there's a certain point where you know that they've gotten great value out of what you've offered, or you send out a survey and they return the survey with glowing 5 stars, and you can look at that kind of feedback and say, wait a minute, this would be a great time to ask that person, and it could even just be done via an email that's delivered to them saying, we're so delighted that you're happy with this service. If you know anybody else like yourself or that fits this profile, we love to serve people like you, and you let people do it. So I think it's a combination of being comfortable of asking people at a certain stage in the relationship, building different referral triggers into your business process where at certain times, especially after you know that you've really hit it out of the park with somebody, that you can ask them. And I think the art to referrals is that you always really do want to think about what that personal relationship is that you have with the client. When you're asking a client to give you a referral, they're basically putting their reputation on the line. Because if they refer somebody to you and you don't deliver and you don't follow through, then that means that person who got that referral is generally going to be looking at them and say, why did you refer me to that person? That was terrible service. And after a while, people can be reticent to do it. So it's a personal decision, but I think it's a mix of sensing when it's the right time to ask and then building things into your business process.